Hello and welcome. My name is Angie Holden and I'm the blogger behind The Country Chic Cottage. Today we're going to talk about using HTV on leather, and I'm going to talk about genuine leather as well as faux leather using HTV to customize it. Now this is part of our Crafting Camp's HTV debut, and we are releasing a new sample pack of an HTV that I think you're really going to like. It's a low temp, low time HTV, making it perfect for leather projects like the one I'm going to do. Now, if you want to see tons of projects with this sample pack, you want to learn more about the B-Flex Gimme 5 HTV, then you're going to want to stay tuned after the premiere of this video. So we're doing a live premiere, we're going to be chatting along in the comments, and after the premiere, it's going to redirect you to another video using this HTV and another one. We have several different videos lined up for you and you don't want to miss any of those. Now, if you're not joining us for the live premiere, the links will all be in the description below this video if you want to head to each of the links and see more ways to use this HTV sample pack. So now let's take a look at the supplies we're going to use for the project I'm going to make today. You'll need your HTV, and we're going to talk about the sample pack in a second. You'll need your blank. So these are both genuine leather. You can use this tutorial for genuine leather or faux leather. So I have a luggage tag as well as a leather notebook. I'm going to put the HTV on the leather notebook in this video, and then we'll take a look at some results. You'll also need a weeding hook as well as a Cricut machine in order to cut the HTV. And then I do recommend a Teflon sheet or some type of parchment paper or butcher paper where you can do a second press over your HTV and still protect the leather. So the goal with this is to protect the leather itself from any heat. Especially important if you're using faux leather, but I like to use it on any unknown surface. And then you will need your heat source. So I'm going to use the Easy Press as well as the Easy Press mat. The HTV sample pack itself contains 6 sheets of HTV. They're all 12 by 12 in size, and they're a variety of bright, fun colors. When you purchase this sample pack exclusively through our links, you also get access to 9 SVG files with a commercial license. So that makes this HTV pack a great deal, and you will find a link in the description below this video to purchase it. The HTV itself is B-Flex Gimme 5 HTV, and it's a low temp, low time HTV. So this presses at just 285 degrees Fahrenheit for just 4 seconds. So this makes it perfect for odd surfaces like leather or faux leather or any other project, especially if you want to make projects quickly. So it is one of my favorite HTV products for those applications where you need a low temperature or low time or just want to make things quickly. Open up Cricut Design Space and click New Project. Then go ahead and click Upload, Upload Image, click Browse, and find the image on your computer. Now I do have the SVG file that I'm using for free, and I have linked that in the description below this video. Then click Continue and click Upload. Now I did make this file oversized because your notebook that you're using might be a different size than the notebook that I'm using. So I'm going to add a shape, then I'll add this square, then I'll go ahead and unlock this, and I'm going to make it the width and the height that I want on my notebook. So I'm making it 5.5 by 8.125. Again, you need to measure your notebook to get these dimensions. Then I'm going to click Arrange and Send to Back, and that way I can see this design on the notebook. And now we can resize this however we would like, make it fit the notebook, make it look how you want it to look on your notebook itself. So sort of locate that label, and then we can pick both of these and click Slice. Then we'll want to get rid of everything that we don't need. So we can get rid of that around the outside edge. We want to keep this portion. We can get rid of these other sliced pieces. So now we have something that is perfectly sized for our notebook. I do want to add my text in here, so I'm going to click Text. You can then go up here, pick whatever font you would like, resize your text, and just lay out this area however you want it to look. And I actually kind of want to stretch this font, so I'm going to go to Combine and Weld. And then I can stretch it a little bit. And then I'm going to pick all of these and do a line, center horizontally. Now that I have these looking exactly how I want, I'm going to pick everything and click Attach, because I'm going to cut these all out of the same color. If you wanted your words and your notebook surround to be 2 different colors, you would make them 2 different colors at this time. I am going to use my Joy Extra, and I'm going to click Make. Then you would cut this material on a mat and click Confirm. Then you can see your file on the mat itself. We do want to mirror this, so it is HTV, so we do need to mirror it. and then we can click continue, and I'm going to use the everyday iron-on setting to cut this material. I did use a paper trimmer to trim this HTV down for the Joy Extra, and I can definitely just save this piece I cut off and use it for smaller projects. And then we're gonna add this material to the mat. And now you want it to be shiny side down on the mat. In the case of lighter colors like this yellow, the yellow would go down on the mat and the white would be up. Then I'm gonna adhere it really well to the mat with my brayer. Once you pick your material setting and design space, you can just load your mat. Then I'll just press go in Cricut Design Space to start the cut. Once the machine is finished cutting, click unload on your computer screen to remove the mat from the machine. Then we can take a look at weeding this HTV. This weeds like any other HTV. We're just going to start in the corner, and you can just start peeling it back. This HTV weeds really nicely. This design, like if I don't get some of the smaller pieces around like where this composition notebook look is, it's not going to be that big of a deal. However, I would want to be careful where my text is and make sure that I weed that properly. So I'm going to weed away everything that I do not want transferred to my notebook. So once your HTV has been completely weeded, we are ready to apply it. So I have my Easy Press mat, and I'm just going to set my notebook down, make sure it's in the correct orientation, and then locate the HTV on the front. In this case, the protective sheet on the HTV is large enough to cover my leather. If it wasn't, or just to be extra cautious, add a Teflon sheet, butcher paper, parchment paper, something over the top. And this is just to protect the leather, not to protect the HTV. So we're just gonna add that over the top, and I'm gonna press this 285 degrees for just 4 seconds. So I've had this heated up, and I'm just gonna locate it. And I like to use about a medium pressure. And then once that 4 seconds is up, we can just lift this up. Then we'll just remove the Teflon sheet. For odd surfaces like this notebook, I just kind of like to rub it with a scraper, just in case the notebook isn't completely flat. And that's just a tip for any kind of odd blank that you're putting HTV on, is just to rub it a little bit, make sure it gets down in all the little divots if the notebook isn't flat. Then you just want to start peeling that carrier sheet back. And I would just watch it at first, make sure that nothing is lifting up. If anything is lifting up, you would put the carrier sheet back down and press again. With something like the Cricut Easy Press, adding a few seconds is never a bad idea. If you're using a traditional heat press, the 4 seconds will probably be adequate. Once that carrier sheet's off, I do like to do a post press with things like leather. So I'm just gonna add the Teflon sheet back to the top, and you can press this just for like 2 seconds. Remove and peel that Teflon sheet back. It just ensures everything is stuck really well to your notebook. If you notice now that any areas are lifting up, just do another post press, maybe for a few seconds longer. Now this notebook is complete. Let's take a closer look at this, as well as a few other projects with HTV on leather and faux leather. First, a closer look at the notebook. I absolutely love the way this turned out. This is a great way to customize a leather notebook or journal of any size with HTV. Then I went ahead and did a luggage tag for an example of a smaller project. And then these are both genuine leather. So the luggage tag as well as the notebook is genuine leather. I wanted to do this on faux leather as well. So I cut some faux leather with my Cricut machine and added HTV over the top. So these same techniques will work with genuine leather as well as faux leather if you want to add HTV designs. So now I did want to note that the B-Flex Gimme 5 HTV does come in a ton of other colors. This is just a sample pack. These are colors that Corey, George, and I chose specifically for our crafting camps sort of look, and to go with those amazing free SVG files that you get with the sample pack itself. So if you want to pick up the sample pack, enjoy the sample colors as well as the SVG files, and give B-Flex Gimme 5 a try, be sure to head to the description below this video, click the link to get the HTV. Now I will also have a link where you can shop for other colors of B-Flex Gimme 5 in the description below this video. So if you don't like the sample colors, you want a roll of the color I used on this cute notebook, then you can purchase that as well. So head there and get all those links, as well as a link to the file I used for my cute notebook, and grab yourself some leather, faux leather. the HTV and start making projects. A low temp, low time HTV like the B-Flex Gimme 5 is perfect for these odd projects. If you want to add HTV to leather, wood, different types of surfaces that you're scared you're going to burn them, use a low temp, low time HTV and you will get successful results every single time. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and this is the first one in the series. Remember, if you are joining us for the live premiere, you're going to be automatically directed to the next video in the series. And you can see even more ways to use the B-Flex Gimme 5 on a variety of projects. So be sure to stay tuned as that next video starts, or head to the description below this video and click the next video in the list. I hope you enjoyed my contribution with the HTV on leather. If you have any questions, drop down in the comment section, ask away. If you liked this video and it helped you, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, head on over to our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. We have videos just like this one every single week, and trust me, you don't want to miss any of those. Now enjoy the rest of the videos using the Crafting Camps HTV sample pack.